All right. So I was speaking to an alumnus from 2013. So he's been out for probably about 8 years now. And as part of COVID, he ended up uh, he ended up getting involved with a D&D community, Dungeons and Dragons. Um, and there's a licensed game out there that manages an ecosystem, but there's also a lot of open source tools that he and his uh, it's I'll have to look up what the information is. A lot of open source tools that he and his group are interested in getting support for and kind of managing going forward. And I thought it might make an interesting RCOS project or projects. Quite honestly, from they have like 1,600 developers, so I think they could probably swallow the entire RCOS ecosystem if we decided to go down that route. I don't think we will go down that route, but I just thought it was kind of a fun little possibility. I know we always or almost always have at least one project on Minecraft mods and other types of online games. We had Beer Run, um, Minecraft mod server, um, and a whole bunch of other different things. So this is just a simple little poll, and I think we're now probably above 100 people because I'm seeing 104 in the polling, or 96, I guess. Anyway, so let's why don't we get started? And I think that would be Nia if the slides are the same as before. No, wait a minute. There we go.
Hello, everyone. It is. Oh, are we recording? Are we recording?
Yes, I am recording. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Okay. It is Tuesday, March 23rd. We're going to start off with project meetings, status updates and grading, the workshops coming up tomorrow, and then we're going to finish off with some info about casual coding sessions, what's happening next class, and attendance.
So we're still getting through the Meet Your Professor. I think I have 3 people in line today. If you haven't signed up, please sign up for a 15-minute slot. The slots at 5:15 and at 6:30 today, or at 6:15 today, are not being used. I don't think. So if you want to go in there and get yourself in today, um, you can do that. I think. Um, Otherwise, if you haven't signed up, please sign up. We would like to get everybody through as quickly as possible. And yeah, so we're all set up to do that. There's the link. Um, it takes a while for it to come up completely. I don't know why I wait for it every time, but we'll go back to our tab. I do want to talk to every group at least once. Okay, 16 seconds to answer the poll. Today, we have RAID TA, and I believe if I remember correctly, that is a piece of software to help you plan online raids. This is more for M4 games like World of Warcraft or something like that. Then we have at 5:45 we have the Submiti development team, and then at 6 o'clock we have off campus. Um, so that's what we have going today. I guess if we get done a little bit early with that today, that's okay because I do have my Meet Your Advisors final meeting for the freshman class this year. That'll be at 6:45, so it's kind of good to get off and have a little bit of time. Um, again, I just released the grades on Submiti. I didn't regenerate Rainbow grades yet, but your status updates are current except for the one we're grading and the one you just submitted. So, please check those out. We are getting a fairly low participation rate on the status updates, somewhere around 75%, which is probably okay given you can all drop 4. But if you haven't been turning in status updates, please remember that you do need to do status updates. All the information is there on how to submit it. It's easy points. You just give us the blocks we need. We need your group, the date. We need a short paragraph, 3 or 4 sentences, 5 sentences, 20 sentences if you want, about what you did last week. We need a short paragraph, 3, 4 sentences on what you plan to do next week. We need a section that says blockers and that can be left empty so long as you have the section there. And we need a section named links, which is all the open source commits you made during the previous week. And if you have none, just leave the section blank and say not applicable or none made this week. But also still give me the section. I want you thinking about those 4 things every week. And if you mention them, then I know you were actually thinking about it. Hunter?
Alrighty, so we got some workshops coming up. So these are both tomorrow. We've got the Hacks programming language with Graham at 2 p.m. We've got Intro to Dockerizing All the Things with me at 6. So again, I haven't gone through the slides yet, but if anyone wants me to put any new content, generally I usually go with whatever I go with before, just because I want to keep it so it's kind of beginner for everyone. But if anyone wants more advanced content, I am more than happy to add that. So just send me a message if you would like.
So Hunter, are you doing that with Linux, or have you tried it with WSL2?
I've only done it with WSL2.
Okay.
I mean, I've done it in Linux before, but I've only done the presentation on WSL.
Okay, cool. Because I'm working through that some myself for the open source course right now. And when I installed all the updates, it killed my X server, so I can no longer
Oh no.
spawn X terms from my Ubuntu window. But I will fight through it. I believe maybe. Are you running an X server at all or not?
I think so, but not for Docker at least.
No, just for your Ubuntu.
Yeah, I think there is one because I think I did it for one of the labs,
Okay.
so it probably exists. I don't know if it still works, but it
Yeah,
worked at least at that time.
Check to see if it works, and if so, please let me know so that I can hopefully still work myself.
Sure.
Not a big deal. I think I didn't find it until just before class today, so I expect that I'll be able to get through it relatively quickly once
I actually get a chance to sit down and look at it.
Exactly. There's nothing like 10 minutes before class to sharpen the mind and introduce a little bit of fear. All right.
Indeed. All right. Next up, we have Azure coding sessions. So these are just little rooms that you can go into and kind of just do some work there, talk with some other people who are around. It's fully optional, just kind of a nice place to hang out if you've got a chance. So those are over in the RCOS Discord and are definitely recommended if you'd like to do that and maybe meet some people.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I've been messing with Telescope. Going forward, mentors should submit. Can everyone see the slides, by the way? They're not pinned.
Oh,
Maybe.
Sorry about that. They were at one point. Let me see if I can find it again. They're pinned on my side.
There we go. I think they're working now.
Okay.
Going forward, mentors should submit proposals for any workshops they'd like to give throughout the remainder of the semester. Projects should keep, and members on those projects should keep making their commits and their contributions, submitting their status updates, and just keep getting work done. And with that, I think we're ready for attendance.
All right. So let's first we'll quickly take a look at our poll. But you are right. We are ready for attendance. Remember that these are working sessions, so we're kind of hoping you guys will continue to work after this and or get together afterwards for some time. So in our little poll, to the best we can tell, 24% of you, or 23% of you, would be interested in contributing to an open source project on D&D, and that's almost exactly the same number of you who play online RPGs. What are the rest of you doing?
Probably homework.
Homework.
Nah, I put yes for both. So
Yeah. you gotta have your priorities straight. Now I just thought this
going
was
out. Am I right?
yeah. I just thought this was it was a funny thing. They're gonna contact us. We may have them give a little bit of a talk on their ecosystem. I need to talk it through with the coordinators and see how we want to handle this. But it's an interesting group, and they are definitely RPI students. They're really enthusiastic and everything, so it's really good. Oops, you know what? I didn't actually share that with you. There's the results. 24% said yes to playing, and 23% said yes to contributing, which isn't so bad. 48% or 45%, 46% did not answer. So, not bad for my first poll, I think. I'm happy with that. I can live with that. Okay, so let's go back to attendance. So, our normal attendance stuff. You can do it on Venue. You can do it on Submiti. It doesn't actually matter because I have software that pulls the two together, so it doesn't even phase me. The password for come on, go away. There we go. The password for Submiti is came really close with his comment at the start of class today. Huh. Am I frozen?
Yes, on my screen.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Slowly catching up now.
Slowly catching up. Okay, so the background stuff is actually my entire system is not progressing so well. Well, let's get Venue check-in first. There's the Venue check-in. Right, and then here is the Submiti check-in, and it's showing up on my screen, so hopefully it'll be on yours in just a second.
It's almost there. It's showing the browser loading now.
My apologies. I was trying to take a shortcut today, just because it's going to be a long day, and I think I probably should have not taken the shortcut. I will type in the chat channel.
It's showing.
There
now.
we go. The chat channel. The secret phrase is "Spring is in the air." I think Frank said something pretty similar at the start of class today. I don't remember what it was, but he wasn't privy to the actual.
Spring has sprung. Yeah,
Spring has sprung.
I promise.
Yeah, if I had seen spring had sprung, if I had thought of spring has sprung, I would have done that one instead. All right, so this is what we have. I don't have a meeting until 5:30, I believe. So I might try to start that one I might join you about 5 minutes early or so, depending on what else is going on. And we will catch you all on Friday. Please keep working on your stuff, and let's get some good commits in, and let's make everything, fine and dandy. And we will see you all in a couple of days. And enjoy GM Week. This is GM Week, by the way.